In this video, we're going to be doing some basic shell commands. So to carry on, if you're using Windows, you need to install Linux. If you haven't already done this, then pause this video here, and I will put a link in the description to a previous video I've done which will take you through the process of installing Linux on your PC. If you have already installed Linux on your Windows PC, then you want to open the program you installed. So go to your Start menu. If you installed, say, Ubuntu, scroll down the alphabetical list until you get to U and then open Ubuntu. But obviously you open whichever distribution you installed. If you're on a Mac, then it's easy. Just press Command and space and then search for terminal and then hit enter. Hopefully, once you open this, you will get a similar window to what you're seeing on my screen here. So what this is basically a way to give direct commands to your computer. So traditionally, you've probably used things like an Internet Explorer or File Explorer. We've used lots of applications to navigate around your computer. These are all just friendly ways of getting around your computer, but you can do all of these things directly from this shell, the thing you're in at the moment. And the terminal is very intimidating when you first start out, but don't worry, everybody feels like that and you will get comfortable with it quite quickly. All it takes is just a bit of practice. So to start with, we're going to do a very simple command called echo. Now what echo does is it literally echoes back some text to you. So, for example, if I put echo hello world, it echoes back hello world. It prints hello world on the next line. Similarly, if I do echo goodbye world, it prints it on the next line. This is very, very basic command, but it can be quite powerful when you combine it with lots of other commands. So the next command we will do will be listing the contents of the folder I'm in. We do this with ls, short for list, and as you can see I have 2 files in this folder and 1 folder. So the files are example.txt and title.png, which is just a text file and an image. I then have a folder which is called videos. So this is the same information you would get if you were to open up File Explorer and go into a folder. You would see the names of files and folders. It's just it would be a much prettier way to see that information. Next up, we're going to ask the computer to tell us which folder we're currently working in or where we are in the machine. So if I do pwd, that tells me where I am. Now pwd stands for print working directory. It's telling it to print the folder we're working in, and as you'll notice it gives it this funny word directory. Directory is just another name for folder. They're used interchangeably, so whenever you see folder it could mean directory, or directory could mean folder. So print working directory is equivalent to print working folder, so it tells you which folder you're currently in. This is a very quick way to know exactly where you are on your computer. Next command we'll use is to navigate through folders on the machine. And to do this we will use cd. This is short for change directory or change folder, and then you pass it the name of the folder. So for example, if I want to change into my folder videos, I do cd space videos. Now to check that I've actually gone into that folder, I will do print working directory, and as you can see it's different to a couple lines above where there is now a /videos, and each of these slashes denotes another folder. So that's it, I'm now inside the videos folder. But what if I want to move back into the DevOps folder? How do I do that? There's a simple notation for this, and that is 2 full stops or 2 periods. So you do cd, change directory, 2 dots, and that moves you back up a level. So if I now do print working directory, I'm now inside the DevOps folder, no longer in videos. And if I do ls list, you can see the videos folder is just there. I would just like to say at this point, these commands can be very confusing if you've never done this before. So don't feel bad or feel like you're not cut out to do this or anything like that if you're struggling to keep up or struggling to understand them. Everybody finds them difficult at the start. If you've never done anything like this, this will just be completely strange to you. I know when I started out, things that are simple to me now, like changing directory, that was difficult at the beginning. So don't worry if you have to pause and rewind this video multiple times. That is completely normal. That's the point of these videos. You can pause and rewind whenever you like. The next command we'll talk about is creating files. So to create a file, we use a command called touch and then the file name. So if I want to create a file called hello.txt, I'll do touch hello.txt. To check it's there, we'll run ls list, and I can see it just here. If I want to create a file called world.txt, touch world.txt, then list, and I can see it just here. Next command, similar to touch, we will look at creating folders or directories. To do this, it's mkdir, make directory, and then it's make directory and the folder name. So if I want to create a folder called test, I do make directory test, and then check it's there. Here we've got this folder. So something to point out here, the way I've got my computer set up, there's a clear distinction between files and folders when I do ls. So you can see folders are blue, like this, and text files and files are just white text. Your computer will probably not show the difference this easily, but we will go on to how you can set this up in later videos. But for now, you'll probably be able to tell from the extensions on files, or if you say try and change into a directory and it's actually a file, it will tell you, it will give you an error message. For example, if I try and change into hello.txt, it says not a directory because it's a text, it's a file. So that's just in case anybody was wondering why my terminal is giving a different output to yours. And that's it for this video. So now we've covered a few basic commands that you can do in your shell, and you may not have followed these completely smoothly all the way through. That's completely normal, and these commands will be tricky when you first start out, so pause and rewind the video as often as you need to, and practice each command a few times, get really comfortable with them, and once you feel like you're really comfortable using these commands, then move on to the next video where we'll cover some more commands.